has gone too far. Huh? Now what gives you the right to play God in these people's lives? What makes you so special then? Huh? You're sick! You're a sick fuck! Now what the hell have you done for them? Huh? What the hell have you done to them? Psychopath. Psychopath!
Sorry, but I thought that I should just include that there. First off, at the end of that clip, when Dr. Hill called Josh a psychopath, well, what if he wasn't exaggerating or just calling him what they see him as? Dr. Hill is a licensed therapist in that game, so he might have actually just called him what he thinks he may be, and we all just kind of looked over it. Plus, Josh did a little shuffle there, like he was uncomfortable when he called him that. Wonder why? Going back to the start of that clip now, he told him what allowed him to feel like he had such power to be messing with his friends' lives. Well, with psychopaths, a common thing that they all kind of have is that they have a desire for power, especially over relationships that they have. So that could have been something that Josh was feeling there. He just wanted power. He felt that with the killer thing, he had power. So now, number 1 is pathological lying and manipulation. It seems that psychopaths have a desire for power, especially over relationships. They will make up anything in order to achieve their aims. With Josh, his aim was to get back at them, was to show them how much he was hurt. Blatant lies, distortions, deceptions, Josh making them think that he was dead, lying to them, making him think that he was dead, you know? Also with his whole killer thing, that was deception, that was a lie, that it wasn't a killer, it was just him. Blaming the victim, well, you know, the victims here would be his friends. And of course, making factual statements based off of reality. Now, we all know that Josh can't do that because of his schizophrenia. His schizophrenia that causes him to see things that were never really there, to think things that were never really true. Now, this next one, solid evidence is ignored and dismissed. Well, that one could go to his sisters. How he ignored the fact that his sister's death wasn't on his friends, but he ignored it. He ignored the evidence from that. His schizophrenia could have also played a part with that, him thinking that it was something that it really wasn't. Number 2, lack of morality and rule breaking. Basic sense of right and wrong. We know that he does have this because he does know not to pull a really mean prank on somebody's sisters. No sense of morality or little to no conscience. We do know that he has a conscience because he does know right from wrong still, so he has that. Now, when they do mention morality, it's for the sake of appearance or to conveniently forward their own self-serving agenda, or it can be used as a manipulative device, which he does that at the end of the game, actually. Where he starts saying sorry and for like he was wrong. Well, throughout the entirety of the game, even at the shed, he did believe that he was in the right. So this could have just been a sorry as him trying to be manipulative to get them on his side to help him when he knew that his death was already near. 3. Lack of empathy and cold-heartedness. Right, so the capacity to understand other people's feelings. We know that he can't do this, and it's shown in the game also because of his schizophrenia, but he believes that they'll all have a big laugh after what he put them through, showing that he does not understand other people's feelings completely or how they'll react. The capacity to make sound, principled judgments. We know that he cannot do this because of his schizophrenia. He doesn't know what's real, he doesn't know what's fake, and we don't really see him make a good decision by putting his friends through what he put them through. The capacity to learn from a life experience or reflection. We can see that he does do this at the end of the game. He's saying sorry when he understands that it was a mistake what they did, never meant to happen. However, that could just be a lie so that they could go and save him, which is why he said sorry. I don't know. Unfeeling and cold-hearted toward the pain and suffering they cause others. We can see him do this when he causes pain and suffering to his friends, especially with Chris, where he makes Chris choose between himself or Ashley, or between Ashley or Josh. Knowing about the suffering of their victims does not bring any sort of pause to him, or it could even encourage him to do it. This could also be true for Josh, because we see him realize that he's causing his friends so much pain, and yet he continues to go above what he's done. Abuses are committed without regret or remorse. We see him both physically abuse and mentally abuse all of his friends without even caring. Little or no lessons are learned from the negative consequences of their actions. Well, we see Josh not really understand when they're taking him to the shed. He still believes that he's in the wrong. He doesn't believe that there's a lesson to be learned there. Blaming their victims for causing their own victimization. This could go two ways. Either he blames his friends for causing his victimization, or he blames his friends for causing their victimization. He blames them for what he thinks of killing his sisters, so now this is what they get. For narcissism and false superiority complex. Calculated charm and manipulativeness. Calculated charm with his friends. He knows what he can get away with. He knows who he can really be close to, like Sam. That's why probably one of the reasons why he spent more time with Sam and Chris at the beginning of the game. Probably also why he made Chris choose between him and Ashley. It's one of the most fatal choices there. His best friend or the girl that he's crushing on. I chose to save Josh. Come on, he's freaking cutie. That last part was besides the point. Being better provides them with twisted justification to exploit and mistreat people at will. Those who are inferior deserve their own downtrodden fate and should only be regarded with contempt. Now we do see this at that little clip that I showed at the very beginning of the video, where he's playing God. He's playing the most important role. He thinks that he can mess with his friends. We do see him do all of this. We see him have a false superiority complex. 5. Gaslighting and physiological bullying. So, gaslighting, a persistent brainwashing that causes a victim to doubt her or himself and lose his or her own sense of perception. I believe that this applied when Josh made Chris choose between him or his crush. And he was saying all those things to him. Those things like, I thought we were friends, Chris don't do this, Chris we're best friends. You know, all of that caused Chris to doubt himself in his choice. There's also mind control and psychological bullying, personal relationships. Yeah, we see him do that to Chris. Gaslighting is used as a specialized form of lying and manipulation where the gaslighter insistently repeats falsehoods about the undesirability, inadequacy, and or disableness of the gaslightee. It degrades an individual or a group's identity and stigmatizes and marginalizes their value and acceptability. Gaslighting is a psychological violence. This could go for Josh and Chris, where he's talking to Chris about Ashley and kind of tells him that if he doesn't make the move, then he's not really gonna get Ashley. But I'm not too sure about that one, so I'm gonna leave that one at that. 6. A lack of contradiction and self-serving victimhood. When caught in the act, they will not show signs of contrition or remorse unless it is strategically advantageous for them to do so. We can actually see Josh do this when he does reveal himself on his own. He does that by really not showing any signs of remorse. Of course, that could just be his schizophrenia, where he thought that they were all going to have a big laugh and upload a video and it was going to be fun. deny responsibility, accuse and blame others, and maintain a facade of arrogance and conceit, which we can see this at the in the shed scene, where he blames, well, for one, where he blames the group for what happened and for him acting like that. He denies the responsibility, blames on the group, and he's actually a bit arrogant on where it's his fault, you know? Kind of. I think so. Casting themselves as victims can help them to defend their immoral conduct. Yeah. 7. The situational sociopath or psychopath. This one I wasn't too sure of, but it is the 7th one. Okay, well, that was all 7. End of the video. Thank you guys for listening to me. Please leave down in the comments what you guys think about this theory, or what you guys think about him actually being a psychopath. Have a conversation. Don't hate on me too hard on this, guys. I mean, hey, I'm just somebody who likes Josh, alright?